Deliver my husband safely back to shore.
हेलो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। चलो आज स्टार्ट करते हैं कमीशंस के साथ। ये वाला चैलेंज भी करते हैं।
You can't run. What do you think, cutie?
सीटी वाला पहले ही बोलते यार। अभी इनको येलो वाला कुछ देना पड़ेगा आई थिंक सो। क्या बोलते हैं इसको? जियो लोड़ा लगाई तो सेम कितने बार रहेगा यार? मतलब दो यार कुछ। प्रीमो जेम्स कितने हुए अपने? 200 ही हुआ है। वो पूरी ना चाहिए। और कौन क्वेस्ट चालू कर देता है?
Thank you for completing.
ये बचा ना, ये देखते हैं। हाँ, ये वाले करते हैं। बोनस रिवॉर्ड रेजिंग चीज होगा ना।
Terra smash! To dust!
Let me amuse myself a little. Blink! Judgment!
Terra smash!
Look at me. Just once.
नाइस। बहुत टाइम से मॉन्स्टर नहीं गया ना, मॉन्स्टर जाता हूँ। क्या मतलब, पिछले स्ट्रीम मैंने मॉन्स्टर से ही चालू की थी। अंदर जाते हैं। उधर से नहीं जा सकते, उड़ के जाना पड़ेगा। उधर ऊपर टेलीपोर्टर है ना। हाँ, साले
Terra smash.
सबको फेंकता है।
The hunter becomes try.
You can't run!
Dodge this.
Judgment!
पे नीचे गिर गया।
Try. That tingle?
Punishment!
You're open.
Try.
Quick.
The wrong
Terra smash.
वन 150 रेजिन्स यूज करने हैं। यार ये क्या रोज का मिशन है भैया? और एक बार बचा है। अच्छा वाला कौन सा है? ये वाला करता है। इधर से ऊपर चढ़ना पड़ेगा ना? दूसरा वाला लेते हैं। ये वाला चलेगा।
You can't run! Judgment! Yeah! You can't run! Judgment! Shiver! You can't run! Yeah!
Terra smash. To dust.
You can't run! Hello.
अभी ये वाली क्वेस्ट चालू करते हैं। आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट। ओके। स्टैचू ऑफ 75 चलते हैं। ये से गायब क्यों हो जाते हैं? भाई ये लोग कौन है? ये जाड़िया।
Let's end this quickly.
Judgment! No escape! I'll race you there!
एक तो मर गया। ये भी मर गया।
Let's end this quickly. Almost.
Judgment!
This is bad.
Punishment!
मर गया। चल ये भी मर गया। मर गया।
Use this. Terra smash. This is trouble.
You can't run! Come a little closer. Judgment!
Yeah. Yeah. Of death.
ये क्या है? इसको एनिमो चाहिए। तुम नीचे वाले से क्यों लड़ा? ठीक है।
You can't run!
Terra smash. Yeah. Yeah.
You need to hurry up. This one's well
You can't
done.
run! Shiver!
Well fought.
इसको हराना है?
Get out of my way!
Let it rain!
Terra Smash!
काम कर गया अपना एम्बरवा.
Not breaking a
You
sweat!
can't run!
Yeah.
Judgment! Go, go, Ferret Bunny!
Terra Smash!
This should be fun! Not breaking a sweat!
Get him! You can't run!
Yeah.
Now my duty at an end.
There are so many talismans here. And some stuff I haven't seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious. Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
It's not definitely up to something. Maybe the paper is only a snippet of the someone bigger plan. मेरे को नीचे वाला लगा.
Plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of
Zhongli.
party preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
हेल्प लेके जाएंगे.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
कंजूस आदमी.
It was so
ये कंजूस आदमी
big
है.
and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Ambitious.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
Makes sense. More surprised there.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't
अबे
the
है मेरे
garden
पे.
in Eugene Terrace have some? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always
कलेक्ट
sending the
करने मत
flowers.
बोलना है मेरे
Maybe
पे
we could
ग्लेज
ask
मिली.
her.
मैंने उठाया है.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is
मैंने
a
उठाया वो
sort
लोग
of
के
joy
सामने से.
before the Archon War. Of course, there are some wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You need me to pick up them, so you need me to sing.
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing.
So how good is your singing?
मेरे को नहीं आती भाई गाना गाने.
Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
अभी बोलो मत मेरे को गाना सच्ची में गाना है.
It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
ये गाना है.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
गुस्सा हो गए ये लोग. ऑब्वियसली भाई कितना घटिया गाना गाया है इसने, मैं भी गुस्सा हो जाऊंगा। यार ए बहन पानी में आया तो तेरी गलती।
Terra smash.
आराम खोर दे।
Not so hard. You can't run.
उधर जा, उसके पास जा।
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of party?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh,
Yes,
hey,
we are.
what's her face? Kinda can't remember.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
ऊपर लिख के आया था इसके लिए।
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
It isn't secret, so perhaps you just assumed we know.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. Yes, now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago.
क्या हम लोग
Of the current 7
इनेजुमा
Archons,
जाने वाले
the
हैं?
youngest is Sumeru's
मैंने
god of
सुना तो
Dendro.
है।
She is
देखा
nearly
नहीं।
500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his. This means
अभी
that
बोलेंगे?
Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the
यार
moment it
रैंक
was
30
first
करो
founded
और
37.
जाओ।
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks. In more ways.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Let's go. एंट्रेंस पे जाना है. उस पर जाने से अच्छा बोला फाइट वाइट होगी तो हेल्थ अप करके लेते हैं.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millelith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, You're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
That single guy.
Oh, Paimon gets it! If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
ये डॉगी कैसा है? कुछ खाएगा? ये वाले नहीं खाते यार, वो काले वाले खाते हैं. डोमेन है. अच्छा, स्टार्ट.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora. This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Let's go. उसके ऊपर से चढ़ के जा रहा हूँ.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were
लगा ही
Fatui,
था।
I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple
मोरा के नीचे
pleasure,
रख रहा था।
and one that the
तो
battle.
गया बेटे।
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Wait! Yeah!
That's cheating!
किधर गया बे?
Poor time. Terra smash!
बोला हारा नहीं पाएगा नल्ले, मर भी गया तू। हेल्थ देख तेरी।
Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
देख ले।
Gotcha. No use hiding back there.
You can't run! No escape!
फुट जा।
Something else catch your eye?
I see how it is. Judgment!
All you do is run.
Shiver!
हैं? कैसे मैंने मारा उसको?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
ये जिंदा होने वाला है क्या भाई?
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
ये क्या बन गया बे? बस कर भाई, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया।
This is going to cost you!
मुझे लगता है अभी कोई ना कोई तो आएगा।
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
ये फुट रे। ना
You're in for a little shock.
Punishment!
Surrender and it'll be gentle.
Judgment!
Die.
मर गई बे, मर गया बे। बे मेरे को लगा कुछ डेंजर होगा बे तू। मर गया बे, चल। इधर आ बे। 13 साल है तो कुछ खतरनाक होगा।
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
उसने नहीं, मैंने किया है।
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately,
अभी अच्छा बन रहा है
I
क्या
must
रे?
bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
अबे ऊपर का स्लैब तोड़ा हो क्या? वो कौन फिक्स करेगा भाई?
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How could an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place,
जोंगले भी है फिर इसके साथ
along with that
मतलब
which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
ओ भाई गॉड ऑफ वॉर की याद आ गई देख के
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
ये तो जेट टेम्पल है भाई क्रैकन जैसा
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened
ये
to
कोई
see
तो
the
एक मूवी
gatekeeper
देखे ना
flying
उसके जैसे
over
दिख रहा
just
है
as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, One who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista. And
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
मैं यूज कर पाऊंगा क्या? ओहो
They're attacking the Genshin ballista!
भाई मेरी हेल्थ कम है। ये बारिश हो रही है। यस नाइस। लीसा बाहर आ जा।
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let
किधर
the
है?
Fatui disturb their work.
अबे किधर है?
With me! Let's go help too!
we Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
थैंक यू बारिश आने के लिए। किधर किधर किधर? अच्छा ये चुन्नू मुन्नू लो। नहीं चुन्नू मुन्नू नहीं है।
You've been a naughty boy.
Naughty boy. मर गया ये भी।
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar.
ओहो
Be careful not to get hit.
भाई बहुत जल्दी नहीं बोला भाई तू।
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
You're in
अरे अच्छा ये लोग वो तोड़ रहे हैं।
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
मर गई लीसा। लीसा मर मत। तू एक आखिरी होप है।
Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time through your cars! Wow! It's Madame Pig's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
This should be fun. My work. Finished.
हेल्थ बढ़ा थोड़ी सी हेल्थ।
Come a little closer.
अच्छा
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Acto.
Body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use that as that.
Oh भाई शक्ति मिल रही है भाई शक्ति मिल रही है
Surrender and be gentle.
Back into it.
To dust!
Time to fulfill my duty. My work. Finished.
Lights out. Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This is it.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
ये जाड़िया मर
Let's move.
Let it rain!
नहीं
You've been a naughty boy.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on,
नहीं,
comrades!
नहीं, नहीं।
Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
भाई ये बंदा किधर का है ये बंदा दिखा ही नहीं मेरे को
Now we may commit ourselves fully.
ओहो पहले करने नहीं आता क्या ये अटैक अभी कर रहे हो कटसीन चाहिए लोग को
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
हाँ ये लोग को भी कटसीन चाहिए अभी कौन सा नया ओहो मीटियर शावर
Be careful now.
The
Shall
Gray
I?
Jean
Thank
Ballista
you.
is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
ट्रैवलर वाले तलवार डाल के जॉयस्टिक बना दी। ओह
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your
मेरे
assistance.
को लगा मर गई।
If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
I agree.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying...
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Oh.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too?
मस्त स्टोरी हो गई
the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where...
स्पेशल इवेंट ये क्या है? लुक फॉर जोंगली। अपने पास विशेष कितने में? 300 ही हुआ है। मैंने बोला कुछ ज़्यादा हो गया रहेगा।
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Let's go. भाई अकेली कैसी हेल्थ गई है फिर? अरे भाई तेरे को नहीं बोलना था कुछ। गुड बाय। बच गया।
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child.
मुझे लगा ही था।
Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... yep.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
भाई बोल कुछ?
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Geo? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come, until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer, so I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This, despite the evil. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill all of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the leader. I had expected them to do no more than they seized the opportunity.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
ये कंजूस आदमी तो गॉड निकला.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things?
Forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility in my mind.
The Fatui? They certainly...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Hear ye all! The Chising's words.
बोल भाई. अरे.
Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too, rumors and hearsay abound on the having been thwarted in his trust. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up. The Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Oh bye, traveler 3 hours must bye.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on, but it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered. Well, that's fine.
Madam G.
Rex Lapis. Perhaps mementos for...
तू दूसरा तीसरा कौन है बे? तीसरा यही रहेगी अपनी मैडम निंजुआंग.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful...
क्या बोला मैं?
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyu kiosk.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyu kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
लगाई तक कंजूस आदमी.
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge. The Archon Morax could never experience... I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by...
That's how people...
But starting from last year, the...
Vision hunt?
Yes. It was...
You want to seize vision?
I should think that in the Raiden... The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seemed the fact that even I, knowing her, she must have 7 ideal... All right then. That's it. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Nice. वाह एयर लेंथ 30 भी हो गई. एक्सपीरियंस ओपन हुआ. अरे ओहो नाइस. क्लियर 3 डोमेन ऑफ ब्लेसिंग आर्टिफैक्ट. ये किधर है भाई? डिफीट एन एनिमो हाइपो इन सिंगल प्लेयर मोड. अच्छा जी. डिफीट जियो हाइड इन सिंगल प्लेयर मोड. ओके बॉस. मार देंगे उसको अभी। अरे हाँ, अभी 30 पे है ना। ये भी कर सकते हैं। नॉइस। इसको कितना चाहिए? कंप्लीट अदर क्वेस्ट टू कंटिन्यू। ओके। रिटर्न टू द वेन जेट चेम्बर राइजिंग। ओके, इसमें क्या है भाई? बेड टाइम स्टोरी कंटिन्यू। डीप कॉल, ये क्या है? ओके, ये भी कुछ नया लग रहा है। ओके, ओह फिशिंग रॉड, कुछ नई चीज़ है, देखेंगे। अचीवमेंट कंप्लीट हो गया। कैरेक्टर बढ़ा सकते हैं ना अपन। असेंड। एडवेंचर रैंक रिवॉर्ड, अच्छा ये मिल जाएगा। Consolation. प्रीमोजेंस कितने हुए अपने पास? 300 ही है। एक ये मिला है ना, खोल के देखते हैं। पूरी कुछ नहीं मिला यार। ब्लू है यार, येलो में तो ये हो गया यार। अपने केटी के पास जाना है। केटी के पास किधर गई वो?
Ad Astra.
All tasks have been handed out.
A reward on the road.
Down, 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 down. किधर जाना है? घूम के जाना पड़ेगा इसके ऊपर से। Hey.
A reward on the road.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Nice.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plaustrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plaustrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plaustrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move quickly.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private. We can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Information. यार ये पिंग इतनी क्यों दिखा रही है यार 200 की यार.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, you look at that, ma'am. Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus?
चीची कैसी है मैं आ रहा हूँ चीची
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go!
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shen?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be classified as we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plastrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dresser. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I did. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No. We've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the 7 mountain treatises. When activated, sunset vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all sunset vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if
Baiju.
there's anything further you
Baiju.
need from me, just
भाई
come to the Boo
प्रमोशन नहीं
Pharmacy.
करने का भाई ओह बहुत सारे मिल गए कौन से क्वेस्ट करने हैं फिर अच्छा ये क्वेस्ट करने हैं कौन से क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट द क्वेस्ट टू कंटिन्यू ये करते हैं
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can he actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Leo Lee Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're
Of course, we treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Please, this way.
धन्यवाद इधर रियल लाइफ में भी भेज दो जरा
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Goop...
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Mount-Sai had, for him to correct the error of his ways, since Gentry Mount-Sai's business had deprived of the necessary...
Great idea! But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is...
पैसा दे सब खरीदता
Of course, we are not...
Wow!
पैसा नहीं मोरा मोरा दे
This is
सब
all you need to
खरीदता
do is strike a deal. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please try again next.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have. Although too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Oi! Shh! Keep your voice down. All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, all of it would be far more than you actually want. Fayoum Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's for the Fayoum Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line, and I'll start getting things in order right away.
धन्यवाद। अरे यार पहले ऊपर वाला कर देते हैं यार। ये किधर है? इधर ही है ना, टेलीपोर्ट होता है।
Anything I can do for you? You want all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders. That said, none are in writing. Oh, it's for the Fayoum Commerce Guild? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Fayoum Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
देखते हैं। भाई इधर कहीं टेलीपोर्टर नहीं है, ये वाला है। I think so। अपन वो टनल के अंदर जाके तोड़ना है। लीसा का क्यों नहीं हो रहा भाई? नॉट इंटरेस्टेड यार, बताओ। यही तो है।
Why the long face?
कौन सा क्वेस्ट कर रहा है वो? अरे कौन सा क्वेस्ट कर रहा था वो, मैं देखना ही भूल गया। ये वाला करते हैं। हाँ। अच्छा ये वाले में वो मॉन्स्टर है ना, ये वाला क्वेस्ट कर। कौन सा क्वेस्ट था वो? हाँ कर लिए आज के क्वेस्ट कर लिए। क्वेस्ट बोल रहा, कमीशन। Complete the other quest to continue. इधर जाना पड़ेगा। इसको कैसे मारने का?
dust!
No escape! Hey! I'll race you there! Judgment!
Come a little closer. Blitz.
अरे नीचे गिर गया.
You can't run! Judgment!
Terra Smash!
अच्छा 50 लेवल का है ये. अरे भाई नीचे मत गिर यार.
You got me.
भागो भाई इधर से. अच्छा इसके करने से आता है. ये क्वेस्ट करना ना. अच्छा ये वाला क्वेस्ट करना है. कि मैं एक्सपीरियंस वाले कर लूँ. क्लियर 3 डोमेन. ये कौन सा है? डिफीट एन एनिमो हाइपोटेंसिस. एनिमो हाइपोटेंसिस ये कौन है? अच्छा इसको मारना है. 50 लेवल के हो गए हैं. बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे. Assigned character. इसका जुगाड़ हो गया. इसका करना है. Found under the trees in the wild. Found on storm layer.
Don't we have a job to do?
I have, but you don't have.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today.
Xingqiu, have you...
Oh, I see. So...
As well?
The truth is, we are holding it on behalf... At the end of the day...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest, and after Sea Gazer passed, the abode was... Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently.
That's great! Wouldn't it be a...
You need open-minded. Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then. Oh, I almost forgot. Adept...
Okay, we...
चलो गाइस, आज के लिए बस करते हैं, बाकी का कल देखते हैं. चलो बाय बाय.